Welcome to the Guild Code. To learn the web development, you must learn HTML5. So this is a basic a crash course for HTML5, and I'm starting it from scratch and for the beginners with Visual Studio Code. For the web development, you must learn three basic technologies, and these are HTML5, CSS3, and JavaScript. HTML5 is not a pure programming language. It is a hypertext markup language, but most important for the web development because it is a building block of any web page. So let us start from scratch. Just create a text file and just open it. HTML5 or HTML is written in tags, and tags are written like this: less than sign, then HTML, the tag name, and this is a starting tag, and you have to write a closing tag, starting tag and ending tag. And ending tag and starting tag has a difference, just a / like this HTML. So this is a starting tag and this is a closing tag. Every web page, every HTML file is written within this HTML tag. After that, we have another tag, and this is also written in a pair: starting tag and heading and ending tag. Head, and better to write for the readability, I give it 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3. Less than sign, then a head tag, starting tag, and I write here closing tag. And in this, I give a tab space. This is a tab space, and here I use a title tag. And you are watching, these are the starting tags and the ending tags. And in the title, I just write then whatever the title I wanna show in the browser. On the left corner, I just write like I just write welcome to HTML. Head tag basically contains some information or instructions to the browser. We will see in our next section. And whatever you want to display in your browser, you want to show the user can see the content, you have to place that content in a body tag. Like HTML provides us headings, different headings, h1, h2, h3, and these are written like this: h1 starting tag and h1 closing tag. And again here I write welcome to first HTML page. Just save it like this file and save as. And here you change save as type. You have to select all files and give it the name whatever you want, and I name it first. Must remember that giving the extension .html, not HTML5, first .html. Like the other files, like this text document have a file type .txt, and for the HTML file you must write the extension .html. Just save it. And now if you double click, you can see it's on the desktop. And if you double click this file, so it's open in the Chrome browser. So whatever we have written, sorry for that. So this is our HTML5. We have just written the code, and this is our output. whatever we have written. And you can see this is the title, and it's displaying on the this upper corner of the browser, this window, and this H1 heading is displayed in the web browser. And this is a very basic and starting way to write the code like this, but it's better to use Visual Studio Code. To learning the web development, I highly recommend Google Chrome and another software for writing our code, source code writing, Visual Studio Code. This is a source code editor and a powerful tool for writing the code. So download these two softwares, Google Chrome, maybe you are already using. If not, download this Google Chrome and install, and also install the Visual Studio Code. I hope you have downloaded and installed Visual Studio Code and Google Chrome. And just create a new folder, and I name it HTML5, and I open it with the Visual Studio Code. If you right click it on the folder, and you got an option, open it with the Visual Studio Code. If you don't find this option, no problem, you can just open the Visual Studio Code. You will find like this window, and if you find any welcome window, you can just close it. You can just click the file menu and open folder, and you select this one. Okay, so your folder is opened. And for creating a new file, you can right click and you got a new file option, or you just click this icon and just click and create new file. I name it first.html or just learn.html. You must remember the giving the extension .html. And for the better web development, learning quickly and fastly, you have to install few extensions. You click this icon, extension icon, and you got I have already installed these extensions. You don't find any new extension. These are an enabled list, and I recommend to install these bracket pair and HTML CSS support and HTML snippets, and also the one of most important is the live server. So please install. It's very easy. Just click any extension. If you search like this, if you don't find, just search like this, live server, and you will find the extension. Just click it and just install it. So pause the video and just install the these extensions. And for the Visual Studio, in the writing the code in the Visual Studio Code, better way to use Emmet. Emmet is a plugin by default installed in the Visual Studio Code. I just show you. If you just write the exclamation sign, and it give you the different Emmet abbreviations options, and you click this first option, so it will generate your basic structure for the HTML. If you don't understand, if you find any difficulty, so you can write like this HTML, no problem. It's really easy to writing like this one. Just write like head, and it will give you Emmet abbreviation. Just enter, so it's automatically a write code for you. And here we write learning HTML5 in the title, and for the body. And so here we start learning HTML5 in the Visual Studio Code. So here again I write the same one, HTML5, heading H1, welcome to HTML5. Just first the saving Control S, just you can save it. And if you are not saved, so you can say here is a little circle highlighting that your file is not saved. And if you save your file, so it will be gone and the cross sign will be appear. Now right click on this file and it will give you, if you have installed, open with the live server, and you click this option. You can see you just automatically Visual Studio Code with the help of the live server is loaded your file, HTML file, whatever you have written. So we have written only the title and the H1 heading. I just resize these windows. I have just resized my both windows, Visual Studio Code window and Chrome browser window. And one thing more, you have to mark your browser, Chrome browser, as a default browser. And if you not marked your browser Chrome as a default browser, so whatever the browser you are using, the live server will open your HTML file in that browser. And this is a basic HTML course. You don't need any. If you don't want to change your browser, no problem. And I want to also show you that what is the benefit of the live server. If you write like H2 heading, welcome to HTML5, I write it first page, and if you just save it, you can see automatically your page is loaded. You don't need to refresh or don't need to go in your folder where you have saved your file. So this is the main basic benefit of the live server. And I just for the moment I just have closed this Explorer bar. Okay, if I forgot to tell you about the Explorer bar, you just click and you can find your whatever you are created, the folder and the files, it will be appear here. So for the moment I just close this Explorer bar, and as I have already told you, HTML5 give us the different tags, and tags are mostly written in the pairs, starting tag and closing tags. And there is also some tags that is called the singleton tags or stand-alone tags, and these tags don't have any closing tag like this HR. This is a horizontal ruler. If you just save it, so you can find a line on the web page. So these are called the standalone or singleton tags. There are also a few headings, and I have already show you H1, H2, and there are H3, H4, and H5 and H6. I just want to show you what is the difference. Just save it, so you can see the different size of the these headings. This is only for you to show you. And for writing the paragraph, HTML give us a p tag. So whatever you write, you want to write in like a paragraph, you can write like this. And Visual Studio Code give us another emit abbreviation for shortcut like lorem. And if you write like 30, it will give us 30 words, and just enter. You can see it give us 30 different words or lorem text. And for the format this paragraph, you can just click Alt Z, but your cursor must be in this line, whatever you line want to format. You want to write it like in a paragraph, and just save it. So this paragraph is written or is shown in the this browser. And HTML also give us some text formatting tags, like if I want to make it bold, So there's a B tag to make this word, a line, or whatever the text is bold. I just cut paste, just save it. So you can see it's bold if you increase the zoom level, so you can see it's just bold. And for italic font style, there's a I tag, and I just cut paste this text and just save it. So you can see this font style is now italic. And also one more thing to you remember, that if you give it a white spaces like this, there's no difference. It will not affect your document. Just save it. So you can see there is no difference on this document with these white spaces. There is also a pre-tag. If you want to keep these spaces, HTML provides a pre-tag. If you write your text in the pre-tag, and now if you give a white space, then it will keep there your changes. So this way you can keep your white spaces. But I just remove these white spaces. If you want to give a break after like this text, so for this purpose there is a single tag that is called break, BR, and you write like this, just save it. So you can see there is a break after that this lorem text. I just give it a horizontal line, and I just want to give you that. I want to tell you that if you want to write the links in your website for the other pages, like for any other page, cut. I have just taken an horizontal ruler, HR tag. If you want to give any link in your web page for any other site like Google or any other website, for giving the link, HTML give us a anchor tag that is called A, and it is written like this with href. This is called attribute, and attribute always have a value, and here we give it www.google.com, and here we want to display the link name. Just I write the Google and just save it. So you can see the link is displayed in the web browser. If you click this link, it will take to your given a URL. It will take to your given URL. So this way you can create different links. Okay, so this is a simple way. And if you wanna write in a, these are written in a row. If you wanna write in a stack, just you have to give it a break tag, just save it. So you can see it is written in the stack. And HTML provides us three types of the list, and these are the unordered list and ordered list and definition list. And first I tell you the unordered list. Unordered list are written as like with this tag UL, and unordered list tag contains list items, and list items is written as li tag. And I just cut paste these anchor tags we have just created. And I just take another li list item and just cut paste, and just save it. So this is our unordered list. You can see the bullet signs, the dot signs with these list items. So this way unordered lists are returns. And for the ordered list, the same way, but the name is OL, the tag name is OL, ordered list. And the same way li list items, and whatever you write here, like search engine, another list item, news, just save it. So you can see this is a ordered list. You have a numbering with these list items. And if you want to change these numberings, I give another one, write another one, that is sports, just save it. And if you want to change this numbering, like if you want to write here A, B or C, so for this purpose you have to use a attribute that is called type, and attributes are always written in a pair, the attribute name and the value. And if I give it to the type A and just save it, so you can see the list item numbers are changed to the alphabets ABC. And if you give it a small alphabet, so it will change the small alphabets. So like this, these are called the unordered list. I just change its zoom level. And there is also another list. These are called the definition list, and these are written as with the help of DL tag, definition list DL. And first after that we use a definition term DT, and in the definition terms, like I write again search engines, and in this list I give definition DD, data definition, and I give it, I write here Google. Another I data definition take Yahoo, and another data term I take the another data term DT news, and here I take the data definition like CNN, BBC. Just save it. I just want to show you whatever the name you wanna like to write. So this way definition lists are displayed. Now we learn how to add images over a website. So I download this image, and you got an option and free download, and mostly I download images from this pixels.com, and this image from the Taylor Lost Witch. So first I just clear this tags. I'll just delete this one, sorry for that, and just save it. Okay, and in this same your folder HTML5, I create another folder to put the images here. And if you find it difficult, you just put your image in this folder. So first I just put the image I have downloaded in this folder, and just paste on that image I have just downloaded, and extension is .jpg, and I just rename and just mobile to write a short name. Now you can see Visual Studio Code is showing the image in the folder, and to attach this image. HTML give us an image tag, and with two attributes. First, the src for the source. Here we give the source, what the name of the image we are using and the location of the image, and this alt for the alternative. If it did not find any image, then this text will be displayed, like I write here mobile image, and just save it. So we didn't give any source, so it's just displaying this alternative text mobile image. And if you give it a source mobile dot jpeg, just save it. So our image is displayed. So this is a big image. Okay, too large image. I don't see the image size, sorry for that. Okay, but I hope you have understand how to add the image. And if you, for the source, if you give it you write take a folder, create a folder within this folder, and I name it images, and I put this image in this images folder. Okay, so you can see again it's removed from the web browser, because we have just changed the source, just change this path. So we have to give it the correct path, and in this moment we have this image in the images folder, and then /, and then the image name, and just save it. So you can see again the images are loaded. So this is the way to use the images in the web browser. I just want to remove this one because the image is too much large. I have just really downloaded the image in the smaller size, and I have just attached in the HTML page. And I just wanna remove this image tag. Also close this explorer bar, and I wanna tell you another topic, and that is the tables. How to write tables in our HTML page. Tables are written with the tag of the table, like this table, and this table tag contain different tags. Like first I want to show you the table row, and the table row contains different table data items, like td for table data, and here I write student name, and the second table that I take father name, and the third one is I take the college name, and just save it. So this way your table is created, and we have to create another row like this one, and this table row also contain the different table datas. And just to I write the John, and father name we write the Mike, and college name whatever UML, and just save it. So this way you can write different table, and I just copy paste this table row for the 2 times, just save it. So I think it's now clear to you. In web development you have to face different type of the forms. So let us see in HTML how we write the simple these kind of the HTML forms, and also the form contains different type of the form controls, like these radio buttons and these buttons, and different input fields. So let us see. For writing the form, HTML gives us the form tag, and action basically is an attribute that is used to submit your form to any database, but we are not using, so I just remove that attribute. And first of all, like if you wanna input any username, for this purpose there is a tag that is called the input and attribute text, and you're gonna give it a name like username, and for the username I just write here a username and just give it a break and just save it. So you can see username is written on the top, and after that we have an input field. And same for like if you want to give the password, input type, we have to give it a password. And this value, these value attribute values, this type values are given by the HTML give us. We don't write it ourselves, but HTML give us this type attribute. But name you can write as you want. Name, password, I just write the PSW and just save it. And here we also have to give the break and just save it. So you can see the input fields, and if you input or write anything in the this password field, so you can see the text is not displaying, and this is due to this type attribute. And if you want to add like radio buttons, you have to write it like this: input type radio, and whatever you wanna give it the name in Google, just save it. So I'll just okay. And if you want another radio button, like for the another option, type radio, here you give it a Yahoo, just save it. So this is a input form with the radio buttons. And if you want to that your any one option will be checked, so you can write it like this: checked, and you give it to the value checked, just save it. So when the page is load, the by default option will be shown to the user. Okay. And for the checkbox, we write it like this: input type checkbox. Input type checkbox, just save it. So you can find the input type checkbox. And if you want to add button to your form, definitely a lot of time you need. One way is right, use the input and you give it the type button, and you have to give it the value attribute, and write here the name like subscribe. So you can see the button subscribe. And if you wanna, also you can use a button tag, and here you can like this. Within the button tag you write whatever your name you want to display on your button, like search. If you wanna or write submit, okay, so you can write like this. So this is the basic our course, our crash course for the HTML5, and I hope you learn a lot of things. And please subscribe my channel and write the comments if you like or don't like, and if you want any improvement, so please comment.